Hello YouTubers, this is Cessnaace and this is another LaserDisc unpacking video. Only thing is I've already unpacked the packages. These are the LaserDiscs that were in those packages. There were 3 of them that I had received from Japan over a period of 5 weeks, and I had been holding them back for a rainy day, but I decided to go ahead and open them all up. Now I was going to record this video and upload it last night, but what I always try to do is go to the LaserDisc database and enter in all of the missing information, if there is any missing information at the database, from these titles, so that the database is updated and my collection is updated at the database at the time that I do the video. And cool that I did, because I discovered that I have acquired a new processing plant. I'll explain that. I'm trying to get LaserDiscs from every manufacturing facility that manufactured LaserDiscs everywhere in the world, Japan, US, and parts of Europe. I don't have any LaserDiscs that were manufactured by WEA in Germany or Sonopress in Germany, nor do I have any of the LaserDiscs that were manufactured in France. However, I do have LaserDiscs that were manufactured in England by PDO UK, because they manufactured discs for the US market, as well as Sony's DADC plant in Austria. They manufacture LaserDiscs for both the American and European markets, so I have some of those. I have I have LaserDiscs from every American LaserDisc manufacturer from back in the day that there was. So I have all those bases covered, and I pretty much got all of the Japanese companies covered, but I was missing a couple, and one that I was missing was Toshiba EMI. I have now acquired some LaserDiscs that were manufactured by Toshiba EMI. Now, I also get quite excited when I find LaserDiscs of Hanna-Barbera cartoons, because there were very few of them released on LaserDisc here in the US, whereas in Japan they seem to be much more common. Only thing is, I've noticed that with American content that is released in Japan, at least this was the case with LaserDisc format, if it was animated, then they redub the language track. They put in a Japanese dub track. But if it was live action, then they keep the English language track intact and put in Japanese subtitles. I assume this is to help the little ones learning all their Japanese characters. Now, I also get excited when I add a new home video label on LaserDisc, because I have quite a few of them, but I have done so this time around. Now, first up, I have a hentai series, I believe it is, OAV. Some anime was produced for theatrical release, some for television, and some for direct-to-video distribution. Now, there are OAVs and OVAs, and that may sound like semantics. OVA stands for Original Video Animation, OAV, Original Animated Video or Animation Video. But in actuality, there's a difference. OAVs are more into the hentai type of stuff, whereas the OVAs aren't quite so much. Anyway, this is a hentai series, most probably, and I had never heard of it before. I mainly bought the LaserDiscs that I bought this time around because they were affordably priced at around $5 a piece. It costs around $12 per disc just to ship them from Japan, so I try to find the least expensive ones as possible, and these are all pretty much near mint, with some shortcomings I'll get into in a minute. Anyway, these are $5 a piece, so I went ahead and splurged. I'm not sure how to pronounce this series. It's OAV, CAV mode, 1 episode, 30 minutes in duration on one side, has 4 chapters. And it comes complete with an OB strip. Some OB strips are, some fold on the side and some wrap around the entire jacket like that. Some are solid paper, and some feel like this, which feels like wax paper. Anyway, they're cool because they list releases from this company, other releases, CD releases that are related to this, comic releases that are related to this series. So that's cool. This comes with a poster as an insert. Oh, and this listed for 6,800 yen back in the day. One of the things they always put on the Obi strip. Oh, this was 5,800 yen, excuse me, which is about $70. As I said, this was $5 plus $12 for shipping. Okay, this is number 2. I believe there was a follow-up OAV series to this. Before I started recording this video, I estimated that had I bought these back in the day and paid full price, I would have paid $700 or so for them, and that's not even counting shipping. Okay, this is number 3. Yeah, this is the one that's sealed. There was one that was sealed, and I did pay extra for it. It was $10. I'm going to put a link to the site that I bought these from down there. Okay, and this is Trial 4. There are more in this series in addition to, like I said, I believe there is a follow-up series. These were all made by Toshiba EMI in Japan. Okay, this series, I had already bought number 1 some time back, because it was like $4 or $5. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. I think this may be a hentai series too, so I may get a reputation. This is number 2, and originally sold for 6,800 yen, which is a lot of money. One 30-minute episode, 30 minutes, one side, CAV mode. Has 4 chapters, which it lists, but it's being obscured currently by the Obi strip. It's another thing that's time consuming for me, because when I go to the LaserDisc database, I enter in the barcode numbers if they're missing, and the mint marks off the disc if those aren't included. And that's how you are able to tell where the disc was manufactured, which company and which country, by those numbers. Number 3. This series, by the way, is called Classmates. At least that's what it's identified as at the site I bought it from. The company that put these out, Pink Pineapple, is the same company that produced it. Okay, next up. I've lost track of which number this is. Anyway, it's another one. Anyway. Okay, now to the Hanna-Barbera. I've noticed so far that most of the Hanna-Barbera that I have come across was manufactured in Japan, or the discs were manufactured in Japan by Nippon Columbia and released on a label called Columbia Video Disc, under license from Hanna-Barbera. Now, in a previous video, I had shown some LaserDiscs I had bought of a Hanna-Barbera series, of which numerous video games had been based on, called Wacky Races. Well, that series was popular enough to spawn a spin-off series, Dastardly and Muttley. And bargain priced, 4,800 yen. So $60. That was volume 1. This is volume 2. As I stated, these only have Japanese language, as the dub track is the only language option. And then finally, this is on a label I had never heard of before. Japanese label, Amuse Video. It is Tom and Jerry, the movie. And yes, this is dubbed into Japanese. Now, one of the things I've noticed about Japanese LaserDiscs in comparison to American LaserDiscs are the covers are much brighter. As far as colors are concerned, they just jump out at you. I'm going to take the protective outer sleeve that's on this one off so you can see more vividly. Take the LP strip off. Okay, my daughter's making weird noises. Okay. Tom and Jerry, a very popular series in Japan. There was a television network in Japan that had done a survey asking people to name their most popular or their favorite anime series, and the only non-Japanese series to ever make the list was Tom and Jerry, and it actually made the list twice, which is pretty cool. If you go to the LaserDisc database, these are all already entered into my collection of LaserDisc database. And if you'll look, you'll notice that I have authored 27 submissions, or 27 LaserDiscs that weren't previously in the database. And the database lists over 47,000 releases. So I'm doing what I can to make sure that I can provide whatever missing information there might be missing. Dolby Surround Stereo. CLV, 2 sides, 84 minutes. Okay, I'm rambling, so I'll go ahead and stop. And until next time. Oh, went by Barnes & Noble today and picked up a lot of manga. So that will be coming up in another video. Till next time, stay awesome.